7 weeks. He's been kind of out of the headlines since he left the Premier League. I think it's time for him to bounce back. He seems to like the European Tour events more than anything else. So, have a little bit of comfort. He likes the setup.
60.
Yeah, seems to suit Michael Smith. He's not quite made the leap into a major final yet. He's had some good runs, a Grand Slam last year, being the defining one, really.
180.
And it starts like that. They've got him there. They've got him those 3 titles on the European Tour. And a Premier League place at the start of this year, as you mentioned.
Absolutely. When you've been in the Premier League, you're definitely someone to talk about. I think what's important for Michael now is to forget about what's gone before. And just be
45.
Michael Smith. Michael Smith is one of the hardest practicing professionals on the circuit. Sometimes up to 7 hours a day, which can be detrimental.
You
Never really read Michael Smith very well. You never know whether he's just feeling lazy or whether he's just relaxed.
140.
Yeah, Gary Anderson, his mentor, the double world champion, has always said, forget how good you think I am, wait until Michael Smith really clicks, which
60.
he says he hasn't done
Michael,
yet.
you require 136.
I can understand what Gary's talking about, actually, because Michael Smith, when he's on form and in the mood, there's not really
96.
many players better in the world. His ranking reflects that. You don't break into the top 10 and stay there for a while without being as good as he actually is.
65.
But Gary Anderson to come out and say we haven't seen the best yet. Quite a statement.
Well, for years people said that about Michael
Game
van
shot, the
Gerwen, and
first
most
leg,
of them were
Michael
right, as
Smith.
Smith beds
Second leg
tops
is
to
Michael
take
to
the
throw
lead,
first.
and against the
Game
throw.
on.
That was a pretty good leg. It looked really relaxed as well. Encouraging signs for Bully Boy.
140.
Yeah,
More of that, please.
The difference for MVG is he had shown flashes of his brilliance in his very, very early days. I mean, he won the World Masters as very young, 17-year-old.
Yeah, then he came back and he was even better.
140.
We said it yesterday and we'll say it again. I hope you're watching, James Hubbard. It was all your fault.
100.
Yep, all eyes on these 2 English players in the final match of the second round. Mark Frost beat Mike Zeidwijk yesterday, 6-2.
The winner of this one is going to play
100.
the conqueror of the Wizard of
164.
Austria. Ron Meulenkamp having a really good week.
Yeah, beat Jeffrey de Graaf and
60.
Simon Whitlock. It's an interesting section of the draw poll there because it's Ian White against Nigel Hayden, the winner of this against Meulenkamp, so a real chance for one of those players to reach the semi-finals and
83.
beyond.
Michael, you require
Ian White
104.
is probably, at this point in time, the favourite, without taking into consideration the fact that he is already in tomorrow. Michael Smith
56.
has a job to do tonight on Mark Frost. Seems to be doing that at the moment. Mark hasn't really clicked in yet.
Robert Thornton, another high seed that lost out today to Nigel Hayden, who will play in white. That means that Michael Smith is
95.
provisionally up
Michael, you
a
require
place in the
48.
rankings to number 7 in the world now.
It's always good to see yourself rising up the world rankings because everything that he does from here on in,
38.
every time he rises, it's a new personal best, and that's got to give you some sort of a confidence boost.
Well, Frost is looking to break back straight away here with an 80 check
Game
out,
shot
and
on the
it's a clean
second leg,
kill.
Mark Frost.
Great darts from Mark
Third leg
Frost.
is Mark to throw first. Game on.
Good response, Paul, to losing his throw in the first leg.
Absolutely right. 10:30 here in
58.
Vienna. Been a long day for us. These guys should have been here roughly about 3 to 3.5 hours before their game, peaking their practice for the right time.
55.
They were scheduled to come on at this time, so should have measured everything perfectly to make sure they're in the best condition to play this game.
Yeah, it didn't look like it earlier on because
95.
the seeds went flying through in the first few matches. Very comfortable wins for Chisnall, Klassen, Wright, Van Gerwen and Taylor before the Mensah-Suljovic-Kyle Anderson match. Just got us back
100.
on track with it going all 11 legs.
Well, we did ask Mensah to sort of get us back on track, and he did so, but unfortunately, he's out of the tournament now, but full credit to Kyle Anderson for a great performance.
100.
An awkward opponent, to say the least, but I tell you what, it was a great match. Really enjoyed calling that one, really enjoyed watching it.
$57.
Smithy's not hitting the heights in this leg. He looked really good in the first leg with a very cool 13-dart leg. Since then,
85.
not a lot.
Yeah, I think the crowd were all cheered out in that Suljovic match and all booed out as well, to be fair.
Yeah, no question.
Anderson showing some bottle to pin that final double.
100.
This is intriguing for me, this game. Michael Smith, an overwhelming
59.
favourite. Crowd are hushed. That's better, Michael.
140.
That's what you want.
Mark, you require 104.
Frosty, the throw man, can throw his way into a 2-1 lead. If he can hit this. Double 12. Ooh, a
92.
good shot.
Mike, will you require
Only just
49.
shy. So Mike usually prefers tops. Tops it is.
Game
Tens will
shot on
do,
the
yeah.
third leg. Michael Smith.
Got away with that one.
Fourth leg is Michael to throw first.
3 breaks of throw.
Game on.
Come on, Mike. From the mouth of Michael Smith. Saying to himself, come on. Time to hold.
100.
Get a grasp on this match and give yourself some leg room.
Yeah, just hold your throw, man.
60.
Frosty, a very big unit, very tall, throws a very small dart.
41.
Never wavered from that kind of dart. I've watched Mark throw darts for best part of 20 years. Always been
100.
very, very handy.
What a dart that was, by the way.
Yeah, stunning.
Walked across somewhere near us to throw that one in.
Yeah, that was the
87.
Andrew Gilding line. A somewhat unconventional action from Frosty. Almost Ronnie Baxter-like.
45.
Twists the dart to the side and pushes it. Michael, a very, very repeatable or repetitive.
57.
Straight up and down. And that's why he's so good at scoring. Almost aims it from the right knee all the way up the right hip line and then straight down.
One of those
45.
throws where when it's on, a bit like an Adrian Lewis.
Oh, absolutely right there, Murph. When he scores 180s, it's usually for fun.
140.
We're down to 76 and looking to get the first hold in this match. Get himself a 2-leg cushion.
81. Mike, will you require 76.
This could have been a lot more awkward for Michael Smith, but at the moment it's rather comfortable. Double 18.
40.
Ooh,
Mark,
that
you
was
require
close. He probably thought that was in
170.
as soon as it left his hand. This would spoil the party. But Smithy's coming back for double 18. He's said it
60.
before, and we'll say it
Mike, will you
again.
require 36.
You're going to give yourself a marker. It's got to be close on the outside, not that. But he
Game
doesn't
shot
mind
on
double
the fourth
9.
leg. Michael Smith. Fifth leg is Mark to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, didn't break his rhythm there, just moved across the board. Opposite side, double 9.
60.
Great camera angle, that shows the different angles, the way that players construct scoring visits.
It's a big thing in the game right now. If you're going to get better,
41.
you've got to find a way to put the darts very close together. Watching the last match with Benito van der Pas and Josh Payne,
43.
I noticed a few things. Benito can get them so close together. That's why he's such a great scorer. But Josh's kick to the right a bit. I think that if his were landing a slightly straighter angle,
108.
bit like that,
82.
His scoring might improve even more.
45.
Yeah, a few players opting for longer points these days as well. More space in the treble bed.
Yeah, I think that there's technology in every part of the dart now. You know, we talk about the technology in golf and other sports
57.
like cricket. But with darts, there's technology in points, in barrels, in stems, in flights, in rings for stems, in crowns for flights. There's
81.
so much to choose from to make sure you've got the right balance.
What was your preference, tinker or stay with what you've got? Because Michael Van Gerwen has thrown the same set of darts for a long time, but people like Phil Taylor's been something of a tinker man.
95.
Peter Wright, top of that particular league.
Yeah, he's top of the tinker class. For me, it was always stay the same, and then when things started to
45.
slip, I'd
Mike
make
Weiragwan,
a slight change.
128.
But recently, I'm doing a lot more tinkering because I have a lot more time to choose. I'm still trying to find my new formula.
54.
And who will have the winning formula this weekend? The tournament plays to its conclusion tomorrow. Michael Van Gerwen, Phil Taylor, Peter Wright, all still going. Michael
100.
Smith looking to join
Mike
them.
Weiragwan, 74.
And he can move a step closer by finishing this 74. Great first start, double 10. Just slide off
64.
the barrel, it went the other
Mark
side.
Weiragwan,
And Frost will get a shot at
127.
this.
Well, Michael Smith looks tired. It's the ball. It is the
Game
ball.
shot on the fifth leg. Mark Frost.
He's back in it.
Sixth leg is Michael to throw
Michael has
first.
still got
Game
that
on.
break. Now he's got a hold to keep his two-leg advantage that he had before the last leg started.
What a shot that was from Mark Frost.
140.
Yeah, that made him happy. There's a big smile on his face right now, and why not? Because hitting the bullseye is a pleasurable experience.
Can't hide his excitement at that.
100.
Frosty the smiley man. So at this stage on a Saturday night, Murph, two favourites for the tournament. Who do you think? Michael Van Gerwen's got to be one of them with that performance of 109 and a bit.
134.
I wasn't going to say him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course I was. Michael Van Gerwen's just, laid down the marker, I suppose. The next
100.
most impressive player for me, even though his average slipped in the end because the last leg turned out to be a bit of a mess, was Benito van der Pas.
Yeah, he's a
100.
dangerous threat. Especially with current form. 2 wins don't lie. He's one of those guys who I genuinely
97.
believe can live with Van
Mike
Gerwen.
Weiragwan, 127.
Future's bright, the future is orange, and it's Dutch.
We've just seen Frosty finish 1-2-7. Smith won't be doing the same.
59.
How much pressure is that 68 going to be under after this visit from Frosty?
60.
Not quite enough.
Mike Weiragwan,
You can tell from the
68.
body language of the big man from Stoke. That's 8 of them. That's okay because he's still got a 20 in top shot.
Well, there's a 20.
28. Mark Weiragwan, 144.
He's got options for 144.
Yeah, he picked his pocket at 1-2-7, 1-4-4, a slightly harder equation, but that's a fantastic first start, a wonderful second, and a fabulous
Game
third. What a
shot
finish
the
from
sixth
Mark
leg.
Frost,
Mark
144 to level the score after
Seven
a
legs, Mark to
1-2-7.
throw first.
What's going on? What we're witnessing
Game on.
here?
Well, we're witnessing a smiling Frosty the throw man putting on a finishing clinic in the last couple of legs. It's gone from being a walk in the park for Michael Smith
140.
to somewhat of a banana skin appearing. Frosty's in control. That might just be enough to wake Michael Smith up and say, you're not going to walk over this finish line, Smithy. You're going to have to run over it, and you're going to be in a game.
Yeah, fantastic response from Smith there. Frosty takes on a
100.
144, goes off 140, but Smith returns a 180. He's got a battle on his hands.
91.
This is turning into a good game. Look at that smile. Good to see. We see snarls and frustration and depression sometimes on Yoki.
140.
Great to see smiles.
Yeah,
We enjoyed that 140.
1-2-1 after 9 darts is a good place to be.
85. Mark Weiragwan, 121.
A great place to be. when you're in front of your opponent. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for it? He did go for it. That would have been an incredible hat-trick of finishes had he hit that bullseye.
I was expecting it to go in, Paul.
So was I. This could go in, though. Great effort.
139.
Interesting leave.
Mark, you require
options
25.
here for Frost. Could go 9 for double 8, or 1 for double 12, or 5 for double 10.
I'll
Game
have what's
shot,
behind
the
box
7th
number
leg.
3, Chris Murphy.
Stage leg is Michael to throw first.
And that's
Game
5
on.
double 10. This game's been turned on its head.
Yeah, Smith led
60.
3-2.
$100.
What's going on here? Michael Smith's in trouble. Have to get the spade and bring out the kind of grit and determination he showed
82.
against Jeffrey de Swan in the World Championships. He had an incredible match, which went all the way to the very end. Michael Smith came out looking like a champ.
95.
Yeah, there was questions in his early career about Michael Smith, whether he could put up a fight or whether he sometimes threw in the towel a little bit.
140.
He's answered those questions. We know that he can fight, and he's going to need to in this match.
Sometimes it's a case of you can fight, but sometimes you don't want to. I think with Smithy, he'd rather win 6-0 than
40.
be in a scrap. But the thing is here, we've got to give all the credit to Mark Frost, because those glorious finishes that he's brought into the middle of this match
59.
have put him in this position.
Yeah, 1-2-7 on the bullseye, 1-4-4.
$58. Michael, you require 160.
It's a very important leg for Michael Smith. It's his throw, so he has to hold.
60.
Left a lovely looking ton to finish after 15 darts. Not his best leg.
94.
He's going to
Michael,
be
you
under a
require
little bit of
100.
pressure. 114 to Frosty right now. Looks like shelling peas. Tops has got to be. Tops 1. Tops 2.
Game shot on the 8th
And
leg.
there we go.
Michael
A little
Smith.
bit of aggression from Smithy.
The 9th leg is Mark to throw
This is
first.
a finishing clinic. This
Game on.
absolutely brilliant match.
Yeah, second dart right in the top corner like a Paul Gascoigne free kick. Frosty looking to
100.
apply some pressure in this throw, because if Smith can get a break here, all of a sudden it's going to plan again.
Too true.
78.
Good rescue with that treble 18 at the end.
The highest seed to exit so far is Mensur Suljevic, the 9th seed. All the top 8 seeds made it through.
100.
We're in for a fantastic day of darts tomorrow. The last 16 in the afternoon, then the quarters, semis and finals all tomorrow evening.
54.
Michael van Gerwen looking to make it 4 out of 5 on the European Tour this year.
140.
And the only other winner on the European Tour this year, not here. Decided to go to the other side of the world in preparation for the Auckland
119.
Masters.
Mark, you require 161.
Well, 161 now for Mark Frost, and he's got the luxury of having 6 starts at this, but the way he's been finishing, he'd probably only need 3.
A little bit of running repairs on a flight that maybe needed adjusting. He's going to need the 6 darts or the second visit.
60.
It turns out to be a straight 60, but that's not what he was looking for. It's
Yeah.
not the end of the world.
He wanted the 25 just to knock off that one and leave 96. A 2-dart finish, and Smith is jumping all over this.
140. Mark, you require 101.
Both got similar shots now. Frosty with the first chance. 101, needs a treble. Not that one though.
65.
Smith will get
Michael,
a
you
chance on this
require
110.
110.
This could be interesting. 1 treble visit. Might stay there. Oh, it was the right choice, but just didn't
40.
execute.
Mark, you require
Well, he went for
36.
double 15 there to try and leave tops. Could be academic anyway, but if Frost doesn't clean this up,
Game shot on the
Yeah, it doesn't
9th
matter,
leg.
but,
Mark Frost. 10th leg is
see that too
Michael
many
to throw
times,
first.
Paul.
Game
No,
on.
you don't. I'm pretty certain he knew that it wasn't in the 60.
95.
We have seen in the past that Michael Smith, when he's been miles behind, has almost thrown in the towel. But this isn't the situation
96.
for that. It's time to grind, Michael. Show your mettle.
Yeah, Mark Frost is now just one leg away from sending the number 3
96.
seed Michael Smith packing here and reaching his first last 16 in a PDC ranking event for the best part of 3 years.
And he's still smiling. Why not? He's in front.
And he will
100.
Ron Meulenkamp in that last 16.
No disrespect to Ron Meulenkamp, but that's not a bad draw,
Neither of those
considering who
players-
is in this tournament.
Yeah, neither of those players would be expecting to meet each other if they got to that stage. I think that's fair to say.
I agree with that. Impressed
95.
is the only word for Ron Meulenkamp today. I think he's starting to really find something with his new technique.
Well, Michael Smith needs to find something here
100.
to avoid being the biggest scalp so far. He's only left 150.
He looks flat to me, Michael Smith. Playing this late shouldn't be a problem for him.
60.
He's played
Michael,
it
you
every
require
minute of the day.
150.
There we go, 150. Oh, that's
38.
not going to help.
Not at
Mark, you
all.
require
Typical of what's happened in this
150.
match for Michael Smith.
Yeah, it's been something of a laboured performance from
60.
Michael Smith.
Michael, you require 112.
Well, he's got to light the touch paper now. Double 17.
Game
double
Sean, the
19,
10th
sorry.
leg. Michael Smith.
Wow. One way to go.
11th and final leg
Very
is Mark to
intelligent
throw
shot.
first. Game on.
The 60 was blocked. He chose an open bed. He hit the open bed and he hit the double. Now we're into sudden death.
What a start from Frosty.
140.
Now, Smithy, what have you got now? Can you rescue another situation in sudden death? Well, that's the way to do it.
140.
Oh, this is good.
Nothing between these two men. The winner moves into the last 16. The loser heads home.
100.
Mark Frost still laughing and smiling as he reduces his score to 261. Can Smith get further down in the leg than that?
125.
Only very slightly. Frosty will still feel he's in charge of this leg. And if he keeps hitting trebles, he's going to be first to a finish, which he
100.
is.
Full credit to both players for the way they're playing in this sudden death leg. It's the last leg of a long, long day.
100. Mark, you require
And they're producing one of the
161.
best legs that we've seen. What's he going to do? Go over the top of that?
60.
It's only 60.
Michael, you require 136.
Bully boy for 136. That's one. Oh,
80.
he's done it again.
Mark, you
Very,
require
very
101.
Strange choice from Michael Smith. You heard him roar in frustration. Could be more frustrated after this visit from Frost. He wants double top to complete a 101 checkout.
61.
Just over the top, and Smith
Michael,
will
you require
return
56.
to avoid this potential scalp.
He should have been having it straight at tops. He's got it now, but he's only got 2 darts. 1 dart left. And
Game
gets
shot.
it.
And the match.
Gets away
Michael
with it, Michael
Smith.
Smith. Frosty still smiling. A great game of darts. Well done, gentlemen. Michael Smith, you got over that banana skin. Full credit to Frosty. Great match. Really entertaining. I think Ron Meulenkamp tomorrow might give some more trouble to Michael Smith if he doesn't get his act together.
Yeah, Michael Smith through to last 16. This tournament will reach its conclusion tomorrow. Last 16 quarters, semis and final. Taylor, Van Gerwen, Wright, all still in the tournament. Michael Smith, the number 3 seed, joins them. We'll hear from him, and we'll be back tomorrow at the Austrian Darts Open. Thanks for joining us.
Gemacht hat und dem Sieger bis zuletzt Paroli geboten hat. Glückwunsch an den Bully Boy, Glückwunsch an Michael Smith. Michael, what a thriller. He gave you a hard time. Why was it so difficult to beat him?
No, it wasn't difficult. Mark played really well. Then he took his chances whenever he got him, and that's the sign of a true dart player. He never give in. I was 3-1 up, and then I give him a shot or a double. He checked another, but then Mark gave me a shot or a double, and I checked that one. It was a true battle all the way through, and that's what the fans deserve, and that's what me and Mark deserve as well. He's a true dart player. I try my best as well, and I never give up. Like just in the last leg then.
Also dieser Krimi lässt sich leicht erklären. Also A war Mark natürlich auch ein starker Gegner. B haben beide Spieler diverse Chancen ausgelassen und jedes Mal hat der andere die dann sofort genutzt und so ergeben sich solche Matches, die für die Fans natürlich extrem spannend sind. You reached the semifinals in Munich, then last 16 in Gibraltar, followed by last 16 in Hamburg. Time to win your first tournament this year.
I'm underperforming by my standards. I've not played well whatsoever in these Europeans. I didn't play well then. I managed to scrape through. I'm just waiting for my game to kick in with the Premier League. It's not the excuse I was travelling every week and not practicing, but I got beat halfway through. I got knocked out. I did everything to get back on practicing, which I'm trying. My confidence is a bit low, but I'm the one. I'll never give up. I'll keep fighting on the startboard, and I'll keep going until I win the next tournament. And hopefully Vienna is the next one.
All right. Wish you good luck for the final day. See you tomorrow.